Back in action. Okay, here we go. Now, today is the second day of dividing fractions. It is 6.4 in the book, and I call this one Dividing Fractions Easy mode. Exactly. You guys learned how to do it the hard way because you needed to understand it. Now we're going to figure out a couple other ways of doing it. But first, we have to graduate. We have to graduate from the pattern blocks. So what I need you all to do is you're going to write the 2/3. Because this is 2/3. Now, on those lines below it, and don't say 2/3 divided by 5/6. Can someone tell me what we're actually finding out when we do a fraction divided by a fraction? Okay, what do you got? Okay, you said it. How many times what? What number? Yes, it's a fraction. Tell me, how many times what goes into what? Nope. Freddie?
How many times 2/3 go into 5/6?
No. Other way around. Yeah.
How many times 5/6 go into 2/3?
How many times? How about this? Here's what I want you all to write. In this area here, how many 5/6 go into 2/3?
That doesn't make sense.
How many 5/6 go into 2/3? You're listening to my voice and you're writing it. How many 5/6 go into 2/3? How many 5/6 go into 2/3? So I have it represented here. Do you agree that this here is 2/3?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, because if I had my other here, it's not going to be so pretty, but ish. Okay, ish. Whatever, it's not perfect. So that is 2/3. We want to know how many of these, which is, here's 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, and 5/6. How many of these fit? How many of these fit into this over here? Back. Okay. Someone just said 4. Okay. Who said that? Who said that? Want to come up here and drag those sixths? Okay. So we are finding out how many 5/6 goes into 2/3. Just go. Okay, so you're going to grab. That thing should go away. Nope, you should. Okay, sure. Whatever you need.
You're so short. I'm not short too.
Okay, good. Perfect. Good. So there's one of them. There's one of how many that we just did? One of how many? 5. Good. So there's 2 of 5. She's bringing up. You don't need to flip it. Okay. Do whatever you want. Okay. There's 4 of them, and there's the 4th one. Good. And thank you. So how many of those fit into 2/3? 4 of how many? 5th. 4 out of 5. So the correct answer is 4/5. The correct answer is 4/5 because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, but only 4 of them fit into the 2/3. And this guy is just sitting all by himself. All by himself. Okay, actually, he'd be looking away from them. Okay, so you completely understand this since you're watching some show about your brother or whatever? No. So that's over. So way that you could draw that on yours is you go here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the fifth one is over here. That's the sad one, 5. And you're going to write this. 4 of the 5/6 4 of the 5/6 fit. Therefore, four fifths is the answer. Four-fifths. You don't need to put the smiley face. I just felt like writing it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one's just chilling. He's so sad. Yeah. No. Well, if he's speaking language of English with everybody else. Oh yeah. There's his tears. Okay. Here we go. Dividing without pattern blocks. Yes. Easy mode activated. Yeah. We have the multiplicative inverse. When you have a division sign, and take the inverse of a fraction and changing the sign. The sign from division to multiplication. So then an example would be A over B. So divided A over B then becomes multiplied by B over A, which is a reciprocal. So it's A over B, or I could just do this. A over B inverse is B over A. A over B, the inverse is B over A. I am looking at your bear. It's a cute picture. It's neat. So then we have this. Is that hand up? Yeah. I'm putting X there because there's going to be a period after it. Yeah. One of the students just asked me why I put a X sign for this multiplications, because I've told them that I want to see that as being multiplication, like A times B rather than AXB. But because of this period right there, I asked her to do it. Okay. The multiplicative inverse is also called, does anyone remember it starts with an R? I've said it twice already. Reverse. Reciprocal. Yep, reciprocal. You guys all have seen that word, I'm sure. Reciprocal. Yep, receipt. Sure. Receipt. Reciprocal. It is the reciprocal. Next, I want you to number these, please, so you know that there are steps that you need to take in a certain order. Number those. Fourth period, people were not numbering those, and those are the same people who didn't do very well. So, first thing that we're going to do, which we always do whenever we're dealing with fractions, we are going to change all mixed numbers to
Improper fractions.
improper fractions. Whoa, okay. I didn't mean to. There it is. I accidentally clicked the up arrow. Then we have the hardest step to remember, or not to remember, but the hardest step to do. This one literally says, don't do nothing that one. Don't do anything. It's like, here, next step, don't do anything. Okay, then we have to change the division sign to multiplication. And finally, what we're going to add here, change the second fraction to its reciprocal. Yes, sir. Reciprocal. And then it says, remember what we've been doing all week. By the way, speaking of this week, Wednesday's test. Yep. Yep, and it's been sitting right there telling you that it's been up there for 2 weeks, I think. Yep, that announcement has been up there. Now, you're going to be flipping back and forth between the front page and the back page as we do this. Okay, you're going to be flipping back page, front page. I'm going to sharpen this for you. I'm going to sharpen this for you. So you're going to be flipping back and forth between the front page and the page that we just did, or page we're starting right now. So we have 1/2 divided by 6/7. They want to know how many 6/7 go into 1/2. First step that we're going to do is it's going to be to make it improper fractions. Do we have any improper fractions on this one? No. So step 1 is done. Step 1 is done. Okay. Step 2 is what? Hardest step? Nothing. We're going to leave this guy as it is. So that one stays. Third step. Abby, what do we got? Change the division sign to multiplication. Good. The fourth step, Johanna. So here's the second fraction. The reciprocal is just change the denominator and numerator. So it's 7/6. And then what's the next step, Sam? And you can leave these for him to do. It was just the notes. Is anybody else taking notes for somebody who just stepped out? Okay, yeah, you can leave these for him to do, or you can just see it on YouTube. Sydney, what's the next step? For him? No, you do them for you. Actually, just those last ones there, he'll do. Stuff from section 6.3, exactly, which means that we just multiply across. We do 7 times 7. 1 times 7 equals 7. 2 times 6 equals 6. Then I simplify, right? Yeah, but can we? No. Yeah. Oh, 2 times 6 equals 12. Thank you for catching my words. Good. Continuing on, you guys do have this, and this is easy. I'm glad you think that. Okay? Because you guys are smart. Okay? Now, here's something that I noticed right away. Oh, no. It's a negative, which means that about 3 of you will probably get it wrong because you don't like the negative signs. But as you remember from last month, I told you whenever we have multiplication or division and there's one negative integer, the product or quotient is going to be negative. So we know that this one's going to be negative. Okay? Welcome back, sir. So we have negative 3/5 divided by 5/9. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to make an improper fraction. It's already done. Next thing we're going to do is, it says in our steps, we're not going to do anything with this guy. Then the next step is going to be to change the division sign to a multiplication sign. Then we're going to take this guy and make that an inverse. 9 was in the denominator, now it's in the numerator. 5 was in the numerator, now it's in the denominator. Okay? I can't make this any more simple through the, well, yeah.
So we just cross multiply and
I will be, but I'm just going to do negative 3 times 9, which is negative 27. Okay? Because we could do cross cancellation, but there's nothing that goes into ourselves. Yeah? I'm sorry, can you repeat that? There will be certain points I'm going to need you to do it a certain way. Because you'll need to demonstrate it. Like, remember how we did the multiplication patterns the other day on Wednesday? There'll be probably like one like that we need to do. Okay? So this one needs to next be simplified, which is going to be negative 1 and 2/25. Negative 1 and 2/25. Number 3. Okay? No, it is not your homework. It's funny. This is the exact point where people always ask me at number 3 if this is the homework. No, it's not. That's why I'm trying to get through this. So we have negative there, and there's only one of them, so we know that the quotient's going to be negative. First step that we have to do is we have to make it improper fractions, and to make this improper fractions, we do 7 times 2 plus 3, which is negative 17, divided by 4, or 7 times 4, which is 28, plus 4, which is 32. Sevenths. The next step that we're going to do is we're going to leave the front one as it is. Okay? Email. Okay, we leave the front one as it is, and we're going to be going to processing. Leave that guy as it is, change it to a multiplication, flip the denominator and numerator to find the multiplicative inverse. Okay? Then we notice that we could do the cross cancellation with this one because 7 goes into 7. Okay, 7 goes into 7, so divided by 7. Now I have negative 17 over 1 times 1 37th, or 32nd. She goes negative 17, 30 seconds, and that's your answer. Yes, ma'am? Because the reason why it's called simplification is because if you had, if we did 17 times 7 here on the numerator, if we did 17 times 7 there, we would have to do 7 times 32, which is easier, 17 times 7 or 17 times 1. That's why it's simpler. Simpler. Did you finish it? Okay. So the next one, we have 2 negatives here. Negative divided by negative. We know that we're going to get positive. Good. So I'm going to shoot through this as well. We got 4 times 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. 9/4. Then we have divided by 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. 3/2. First thing we're going to do, first step 2 is going to be leave the first one exactly how it is. Change this to a multiplication sign for step 3. Step 4, flip the numerator and no, Scotty, come on. Split the numerator and the denominator. This one here, we could be cross simplification, divided by 3, becomes negative 3 over 3 times, yeah. Ooh, thank you. Yes, 4. So we could also cross that way. So it's That one's divided by 3. This one's divided by 2. So we have 2/3 times 1 over 1, which is negative. No, it's positive. Negative, negative. So it becomes a positive 3/2, which is 1 1/2. Yes. Yes. Well, I would have been like, that didn't come out to be the answer I've done 4 times today. So that cross simplification is a good thing. It's the good thing. Okay? Any questions on that? Yes, sir?
Why is it negative?
Because, because I didn't take this negative with it, or this negative with it. Because this guy, right here. Thank you. Good question. I'll be sure to disable my comments on this one, so somebody's like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. He forgot the negative side. Yeah. Yep. My dog photobombed my ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. So here's what you get to do, folks. You don't have to do 4. You don't have to do 2. You don't have to do 6 either. Okay? But what you do have to do is the other ones. And I'm going to put down the answers here as you guys are working on them. Okay? Because jealous, what? So I want you to do these ones. I'm going to write down the answers up here while you guys are working on it. I'm going to pass out your guys' homework. And yeah, that's it. This is the end of the video. Congratulations to the city of New York for having conquered. I just realized that I forgot to do the examples for you all. So I'll do the examples. I had people in my 6th period ask me if I could do that. So here it is. Let's go up to 200. There we go. So we have lots of noises going on. Now that there's actually nobody in here, I'm going to make sure this doesn't bounce around too much. Oh, that's worse. There we go. So we have negative 10 divided by 3/8. So how many 3/8 go into negative 10? And because only one of these is negative, that means the end will have a negative when I'm done. So I got to remember that. First step, make it into an improper fraction. So I'm going to make it negative 10 over 1 divided by 3/8. So there's the first step. Second step is to not do anything with the first part. So here's 1. Here's 2. Don't do anything with the first. Fine, no problem. Third step, make it into a multiplication sign. Fourth step, do the multiplicative inverse. So we multiplied it. Here's the inverse. So 8 was on the denominator. Now it's going to be the numerator. 3 was the numerator. Now it's going to be the denominator. But I'm going to write that over here. So we have 8 over 3. Multiply these two across just like we did in 6-3. We have negative 80 over 3. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, what goes into 3 and 80? Not much. So we're going to make this simplified. So I'm going to have 3 over 80. 2, 6, 2. Bring down the 0. 20 is going to be 6. So we have 18. 2. So it is negative 3. No, negative 26. Negative 26 and 2/3. And that's my answer. So the answer is negative 26 and 2/3. Just a little smaller. I'm done with that one. There, you can read that, right? Perfect. All right. Number 3. First thing I'm going to do is I need to make this into a improper fraction. I'll do black. Okay. Whoa. So we have 2 times 7 plus 1 is 15 seconds, 15 halves, divided by 6/5. Go from here. So that's step 1. Step 2, don't do anything the first one. Step 3, change it to a multiplication sign. Step 4, find the inverse of that second fraction. Now with this one, there is a cross simplification that I can do. I can take this one and take a 3 out of it. And that's from section 6.3 that we did earlier this week. So now I have 5 over 2 times 5 over 2. Multiply those across. 25, 4. 25 goes into 4 7 times. No. Wow. 6. So then it becomes 1/4, 6th, and 1/4. And there are no negatives, so double check that, we're good. This one, we have a negative here, so it's going to be negative. Let's do ugly green. So we have 4 times 12 plus 1. So 4 times 12 is 48, 49 fourths. Let me make it a little thinner. Divided by negative 14 thirds. Next step, leave the first one how it is. Times, there's the third step, multiplicative inverse, 14. I can see something that's going to be taken out of this one. Let's see this guy. I can do divided by 7. Was it green? So this gets rewritten as 7 over 4 times negative 3 over 2. 14, no. So we have negative 21 over 8. So that becomes negative 2 and 5/8. Simplified from this to that. Circle my answer. Now I'm done. And I don't know why, but when I erase, that goes from being nice and pretty to being like wobbly. Watch. Wobbly. Ugh. So that's that. Have a good one.